Hello everyone, how are you today? I'm just doing a continuation of my orchid care videos. So I am doing something a little bit different. It is something I have been meaning to do recently, just because I just recently acquired some new orchids. If you have not seen my past video about making an orchid pot, um, I recently have gotten $5 orchids from the grocery store, and when they came in, they were in the worst pots. They were in the worst pots, which only had a single hole in it. But I basically made a brand new orchid pot using an old cup. Okay, so sometimes I do save these. I give them a good wash, and then I just put holes through them. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see the holes through those that I've made, just so that like when I put the orchid in here, the orchid I plan to put in here, basically the medium will breathe properly. But that's not what I'm doing today. Today I am going to be prepping my orchids. Okay, so I'm gonna just make this zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. Got some of my shirt there. Okay, all right. So first thing we're gonna need is a workplace to work on. Oops. So I do have this cardboard here. Okay, there we go. There we are. So I'm gonna use this cardboard here. Yeah, there's a little bit of space here. I think I'm gonna use the cardboard I was using earlier to kind of get through that. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna use this orchid that's right here. If you guys missed it, this one is a pretty one. Okay, this is the pot that I am intending to put it in. So this pot I made myself as well, or this orchid pot I should say, and I basically use the same method as I did the reusable cup. It's just a food container, like for soup. They can be sold on Amazon, I think, as like frozen soup container or something like that. So, or if you just had soup from like a soup place, they or takeout place, they actually have these. So you just have to give it a good wash to make sure all the oil is outside the inside of the container, and then you can start crafting. So I basically made this the same way. There are a few extra holes here and here, but that's just basically, I need great drainage for my orchid pot because I don't want my orchids to be stewing in too much moisture that could cause root rot. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on the side right here. I'm going to show you this $5 orchid that I got. My mother got, actually. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Look at those beautiful veins on the petals. Amazing. Okay, so what I am doing today, I will be going through all the roots here and trying to snip out all the dead roots, all the unhealthy roots, and cleaning off more of the moss that's on here. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down for now. I'm going to get my little scissors. I'll be right back, so just wait right here. Okay, so I've chosen to use these scissors here. These are clean. You just have to make sure whenever you're using this to cut plants that they are clean scissors. Okay, so this is what I have right here. I'm gonna scooch the pole on this up a little bit. And I'm gonna rest orchid right there. Try to get the best vantage point. There we go. Okay, so gonna zoom in here. There we go. So you can see some of the roots here. They have turned black and shriveled up. These were the ones that were like absolutely soaked by water when I first took these out of the moss they were in. And the reason why I don't like the pots that store-bought orchids come in is because they're in pots with just a single hole on the bottom of the pot, just to let water drain, which is the absolutely worst for orchids. Okay, this root here you can see is absolutely, again, shriveled up and gone. So I'm going to take my scissors here, okay, and I'm going to find the root of it, haha, and I'm just going to give it a snip right here, because there's dead root here, and dead root here. There's nothing living on this part of the orchid, so I'm just going to give it a snip there. There we go. Then there's this root here, and I believe it's a little hard to see for me. Okay, so I will probably take this root off, take this off, and take this off. Okay, and I'm probably going to take this one off as well because this is looking like it's a little black. Okay, that's what I don't want. So let's do this, guys. So give that a snip. Okay, and then, so basically what I did was, after I removed all the moss that was in this orchid pot, I just let the orchid dry for a day or two, just to make sure like the roots that I wanted to keep were still here. So like all of these look pretty okay. I do still have some that have the exposed roots, like such as this one right here. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see that. This is like a little bit exposed, so I will be snipping that off. And like I said before, I'm going to be snipping this off. Okay. Let's see here. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to turn this around. Okay, so I do have some extra stem here. You guys don't have to remove the entire stem. There we go. And I think the rest should be okay. This one is looking a little questionable, so I'm just going to give that a little bit of a trim for this root here. And guys, you don't want to take too much off either, because it will stress out your plants. Okay, right now my pretty orchids, they are flowering, but after I repot them, all those flowers are gonna drop off. Okay, and you guys have to remember that even though you repot a new orchid, and it doesn't grow, like all the flowers fall off and all there is leaves, it doesn't mean that you didn't do a good job. It just means the plant has discovered itself into a new environment, and it has decided, hey, I have this brand new medium to set roots in. Maybe I should set some new roots. Okay. Okay. So this is my next orchid that I'm going to be working on. It's a pretty purple peachy color here. Again, this one was $5. Okay. All right. So there's a lot of. This is generally a very good one. There's some very nice roots here. It's very nice and chunky. As you can see, there's this leaf that's turning yellow. That means this particular orchid has decided, I don't need this leaf. So I'm gonna see if I can wiggle it off. Okay, I can wiggle most of it. Oh, there we go. So I was able to wiggle it off very easily. Okay, I'm just gonna see what. All right. So this one doesn't need a lot of care, or as much care as I wanted, but I am going to snip off just a few parts of it. Okay, so this one was pretty healthy. I believe that's going to be it for this video. I don't think I need to show you guys how I oh, so sorry, I'm just going to show you guys something. I don't know if you can see that. There's these like little thin bits here. This is actually the actual root of the orchid root, and basically whenever you see these like little thick roots here, this is just kind of like a sheathing to these roots. So it is up to you if you want to cut them off. I usually do. They basically help to protect the actual root of the orchid. I will snip them off because these look like they're dead. Okay, alright, there we go. And this is the mess that has come of doing this, but I believe that should be fine. Maybe I will trim off some of this, although this root does look amazing. You can see there's some new growth right there. Okay, but yeah, this is relatively a good plant that I have here. So I may do a repotting video later. I guess it does have to do with a little bit of crafting, at least it's hobbying. Because there was a hobbying boom not too long ago, or plant boom not too long ago. But yeah, that's it, everyone. Thank you for joining me in cleaning up my orchids. Have a great day. I will throw this guy away. As you can see, the way that this orchid had decided to let go of this particular leaf is that it has stopped sending nutrients to keep this leaf. So this leaf is just slowly, like the moisture from this leaf is just slowly going back to the plant to feed the plant. Okay. That's how you know this is like a healthy way for the leaf to shed off its leaves. There are other ways. I believe one way is if it's sometimes there's rot down here because there's too much water and it kind of spreads this way. That's bad. That means there's something wrong with your stem. But if it's going this way, it's actually good. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I guess cleaning up orchids with me and crafting with me. I hope you have a great day, and well, not a great day. I hope you have a fantastic day, and take care. Bye.